Whew. All right, cool. Let's get started. My name is Mike.
My name's Rod.
And this is Generic. We're super excited to be doing this. Wouldn't you say so yourself?
Yeah, super excited. Been wanting to do this for a while.
You sound so excited. Great.
Got a couple whiskeys in me right now.
Yeah. Non-alcoholic whiskeys, of course.
But yeah, non-alcoholic at all.
At all. Cool. Great start to the first episode ever. Like I said, my name is Mike. That is my boy, my brother Robert. This is Generic, a podcast where we plan to share a bunch of stories and hopefully relate to a bunch of people, typically in their 20s and 30s. We want to create a new space for everyone to kind of share, their everyday struggles where they feel like they might be alone, but they're really not. We want to be a platform, whether you're sitting on the toilet, in the bathtub, on your way to work, you can listen to, you can just find comfort in us, and that's what we want to do. You kind of want to, maybe we can talk about a little bit, I guess, how we started.
Yeah,
who we
definitely.
are.
Yeah, so we've been really bouncing this idea off of each other for a while. We just haven't had the equipment or the time really to start.
We're not broke.
Not broke at all, but shout out Santa and our parents for the equipment. But yeah, we've been bouncing these ideas off of each other for a while in our doorway talks right before bed, just on the way to the gym in the morning, and we've bounced the idea off of some friends, family members, and they all loved it. And what's better than trying something new? We're not public speakers at all.
Definitely.
This is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I'm super excited to start the new year off trying something new.
We dove head first.
Yeah, head first. We're getting started. The nerves are there. That's why I got, a glass of whiskey right here in front of me.
Why not? A little bit of green tea. Why not?
Yeah, why not? It
It's our podcast. Sure. It's our podcast. Who's going to tell us, right? All right, back on track. I guess we should talk about who we are so people don't just think we're just two random dudes talking to a mic, talking a bunch of nothing. Let's validate ourselves a little bit. You want to go first? Me? You?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Cool.
So yeah, me and Mike, we've been friends for 10 plus years, I would say.
I would think.
Yeah. Two at least. But we met in middle school, so yeah, that's got to be at least 2 years.
Yeah.
But went through college, high school together, and we, of course, both studied the same, degree in college,
As
operations, supply chain management. You got to have a friend by your side through college. We helped each other out along the way.
Him a little helping more me than me helping him, but thank you for that.
Yeah, I should have 2 degrees. Anyway, we studied that, played some sports there. Mike did. I was in the club fishing team, had a great time doing that, just finding hobbies. And it was a great experience. Found myself into a sales job after school. But during COVID, we all know COVID was a very crazy time.
Crazy.
Yeah, like people,
we had some good times, though.
Good times. Honestly, during quarantine, or if you call it quarantine, we had a lot of fun just vibing in life. And I think that gave us our first taste of freedom of not having to work for the last time and just having a great time. If we knew, definitely would have valued it a lot more.
Yeah, would have continued the spread, eh? No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
Yeah. Not controversial.
Not controversial at all. I have vaccines.
You what?
Found
found my way into a sales position, and Mike, you know it. I never had sales on my radar at all. It wasn't even top 10 for me.
Never would have thought.
No, never in a million years.
But here we are.
But being COVID, I took what I could get and found myself into an SDR position and worked my way up into an account manager position. And honestly, so far I've been pretty successful. Obviously, there's struggles learning sales, and
it can be scary.
Yeah, it is talking to people, and just like this, cold calling, one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life.
Yeah. We're talking to people without knowing the reaction right now, and that's a little scary.
Exactly.
We're our own critic right now, so.
Yeah, you learn as you go.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing you can do. And I am a firm believer, and this is what my managers say, and what I say always, you have to be uncomfortable to grow. And that's what I'm doing right now in my current position in sales. It has its highs and lows for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But it does suck living for the weekends, I feel like. All 5 days of the week, I'm like, come on. And then Saturday, Sunday, I'm like, let's go.
Live it up.
And, time flies when you're having fun. But that's a little bit about me.
Yeah. I myself have a pretty similar background. We are very close friends. We're literally roommates. Only 2 roommates in this house. We got the same degree. Like I said, he helped me out a bunch. I played hockey 2018 ACC champs.
Roll Nines.
Roll Nines. Nationalists. Went to Nationals for his fishing trip. He forgot to mention.
Mm-hmm. National championship.
Yeah, it was very, very sick. Florida.
Harris Chain of Lakes. Did not win, but definitely an experience I wouldn't trade.
I wasn't going to mention you didn't win, but it's another note.
I'm a humble man.
Pulls out a ring. But yeah, I am, similar background, same degree and everything. We honestly, we had the same internship going, last couple years of college. We worked as a sales associate for this construction distribution company. Now, he graduated half a year ahead of me, and I was kind of left alone there, and I was a little scared. Not going to lie. But fortunate enough, I was able to graduate, find a job right out of college, which was very fortunate to do. I joined a logistics company, a third-party broker company, which I didn't even know existed for the trucking industry, I guess.
Struggling there a little bit?
A little bit. I don't even, talking about my own job, you think I would know, but yeah. Trucking industry, I didn't even know that my job existed. I'm a logistics manager. I deal with customers. I help them transport their freight. A lot of stuff going on. That's 24-hour business. Not always a classic 9 to 5. Sometimes an 8 to 8. That's here or there. But yeah, I'm here now. Very fortunate to be where I am. But sometimes you do feel a little stuck. You feel like you're just kind of in this mix of people just clocking in, clocking out, living for the weekends, like you said.
A cycle.
Yeah, it's a cycle, and that's just kind of where I am. I find things, there's small parts of the everyday life that I try to, make it more positive, because working, same thing, kind of just doing, progressing towards almost nothing. The next page, not the next paycheck, but like, payday's the best day, and I don't know. It's a very strange spot we're in right now in our early 20s, and I don't know. I'm very, very intrigued to see where it goes.
Yeah. It's like a standstill, and when I tell people I work from home, they're like, "Why are you tired?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, you sit and you can do work on the couch, you can do work from your bed, but I'm not physically tired by any means. Like, obviously, I'm tired from just life, but I think work, doing something that you're not 100% happy with, is mentally draining.
Oh, 100%.
And we'll have episodes on this. We're not going to dig too deep into it here.
Yeah,
but
another day.
Yeah, another day, another episode. Problem for future me. But that's a thing we all struggle with, I feel like. And you look at these influencers, these Instagrammers, TikTokers that are our age, 18 to 30s, and they're rich and they're trading crypto. Like, you can trade crypto. Like, I'm not saying that's, not a bad way to go, but
I can't drop $1 million.
Yeah, like, we got the money to do that, but no.
Yeah, we're not financial advisors for us.
Yeah, not at all.
But 100%, these influencers, I myself, I'm guilty of it. I listen to a bunch of podcasts, watch these podcasts, and a lot of these people are in the upper class, these 1%ers that, you can't always relate to. You kind of listen to it because you think their lifestyle is really cool, and you try to pick apart little things that you can apply to your own life, which is I like to do. But still, these people are millionaires, and you can't live that life because a lot of us aren't in that position, and that can be, a little bit negative on the mental for us. Mm-hmm. But that's okay. That's 1 million people are just like you, and you're not alone, and that's how we feel. Especially they're 24, 25. We're just getting started.
We're babies.
Yeah, we're babies. We're fresh out the womb of college, and we're just trying to figure it out. And this podcast is something for us to not only just vent and share our experiences, but to get people on and share their experiences and apply their knowledge to us, and so we can apply it to everyone out there that was willing to listen. And I'm just super excited.
Sounded very passionate.
Sorry, the hands started moving. I don't know. I didn't know.
Getting into it. That's great. But I think it's human nature. And I do it all the time. Overthink. Mm-hmm. 1. 2, compare yourself to others. Some people might not be, but
why am I not in their position?
Exactly. Why am I not, rich? Why do I not have my 401k here? Why do I not have a Roth 401k here?
I don't have a 401k.
What even is a Roth? That's another episode.
We're not financial advisors.
Yeah, not financial advisors. And that's okay. But it's just hard not to compare, and that's really why we wanted to create this, to show and create a fun environment where we're going to cover some very fun topics, some serious topics like job hunting, jobs in general, dating, social life, staying
shout
fit.
out Samantha and Bree.
Yeah, shout out Samantha
Great
and Bree.
girls.
Woo woo.
Woo woo.
And just all that fun stuff being, younger, obviously, like, as you get older, hopefully you figure some stuff out. But I feel like as humans, like, are we ever really going to have our stuff figured out?
No.
Looking from, like, when I was a kid, looking at adults, I was like, man, like, I can't wait for that.
That freedom you think that everyone has because they have money. You know?
But the more, like, you grow up, you're like, everyone's low-key winging this. Like, no one knows what they're doing. Like, you're figuring it out on the go. Like, if you're lucky enough to have, like, parents, like, or someone who can guide you, that's great. But I feel like everyone's going to run into struggles eventually. And we're going to have guests on the show from all different, organizations, backgrounds. Because I think that's super important to share. Like, although you have a different background, you all are going through the same thing because we are that 99% of people. And just create that space.
Exactly. We're not a podcast that's just going to be complaining and just be bummers. We are trying to relate to the majority of people out there that are going through very similar things. That's why we want to have these guests with different perspectives, and we want to apply this knowledge that they're going to give us and apply the knowledge that we can give them to you.
Because you're not alone.
Exactly. You're not alone. And there's multiple ways you can, make your life, a more positive way and more relatable to other people. There's never going to be an instance where, I guess, I don't know where I'm trying to go with this, but
everything's going to be perfect.
Exactly.
Even these famous people, you see them, like football players, singers, like you're like, dang, I want that life, but they're surrounded by paparazzi. Like, the money's great, and the lifestyle's great. Don't get me wrong, like, I would love like that, but we see it. People get depression, like superstars, rock stars, like. No matter the amount of money you have, you're always going to be vulnerable to some sort of health issue, some sort of mental issue. Like, life can hit you whenever you're least expecting it. Yeah. And I think that hits us super hard because, we're not in that, like, perfect lifestyle, but nothing's ever perfect.
Exactly. There's ups and downs in every person's life ever. And for us, in this instance, we feel like there's a lot of relatability to the people, like everyone that's like us in these 20s and 30-year-olds who are all going through these stages of life. And, whether you're going to be listening to us in your bathtub, on the toilet, on the way to work, going anywhere, we just want to be a platform where you feel comfortable and feel like you can connect and maybe take something out of it. You don't got to, you can listen to entertaining purposes. We can be funny sometimes, but also we want to apply knowledge that we have experienced and the experience of others and just, maybe take something away from it. You're not alone. We're going through it. We don't know what the heck we're doing. We just dove headfirst into a podcast. This is a beer pong table. We bought these. Our parents got these for us for Christmas. We did not get these for ourselves. Amazon Prime, baby. It's Santa, I guess, also for those younger listeners. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. We want to be an upbeat podcast. We want to have fun. Did you listen to that beat in the beginning? Kind of sick.
Yeah, that was kind of fire.
Kind of sick.
I might turn it
on. But I'm just really excited, and I know Robert is too. Like you said, those late night talks we've had in the door frames. Our rooms are adjacent from each other, so we kind of stand there and just talk. We were like, why don't we just sit down and make a podcast? But super excited, and I know I say it a lot. I'm just super excited.
Are you excited, Mike?
I'm super excited. To be doing this, and no better person to be doing this than my best friend Robert Faber.
Sorry.
I'll take it, but no.
Yeah, and like they say, life is a game, and you're gonna play as you go. I know that is kind of.
If you want that on a T-shirt,
let us know.
But
life's a game. You play as you go, and although you may feel like you're alone, you're not alone. No. Trust us, like. We're going to be touching that, and you're going to realize, and we hope that you realize through this podcast, that there's so many people going through what you're going through right now or living the same experience. Yeah, we may all have different jobs. We may all be at different stages. Like, I know people I know have 3 kids already, 2 kids. Some people are in the military. They're traveling the world. I'm working a 9 to 5, and that just shows we're all at different stages. And it's okay. And that's okay. We're all right where we need to be, even though it may not feel like it. And we're just going to dive deeper into this stuff. And like Mike said, we're super excited, and we're really looking forward to this. Yes, Mike.
I'm very excited. I'm excited to see where this podcast takes us and how we progress, and to see ourselves, grow outside of this podcast and apply it onto here even. Each episode is going to be hopefully, once a week or something around that time frame where we have gone through a week of life and we can express, what we went through and certain subjects that we want to discuss on that we believe heavily on, or something that's very relatable to just everyone in our, 20 to 30s ages in general. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we want it to be super collaborative. Like, I hear podcasts, and it's great, like, if the creators creating stuff, but I think it's going to be super valuable to have, our listeners give suggestions. We have an Instagram page right now. Hopefully we have some more socials coming out, but it's generic_podcast. Feel free to give us a follow and shoot us a DM. We're going to try to get as many suggestions on the show as we can. Like I said, want it to be super inclusive, collaborative, and answer any questions or topics you guys want covered, because it's our age group, young adults, and we want to cover everything we can for you.
Exactly, because there's going to be some things that we had no idea about or can't relate on.
Yeah.
And we're here to learn too. I'm just super excited. No, but for real, it's going to be super awesome. Like I said, super collaborative. We're going to have multiple guests. We're going to have, hopefully, people listening, contributing as well, and giving us more and more things to talk about and discuss. And hopefully we just become a very, very, amazing platform where we can just share, collaborate, progress, and just be a positive platform and safe space for everyone.
Yeah, awesome. So, we
going to Arby's?
Yeah, let's hit up Arby's, I guess, after this.
Well, cool.
Shout out Arby's. Maybe.
We do have ulcerative colitis. We both do. Did we mention that?
We did not.
Wow. I guess it's a very odd time to mention it, but we do have ulcerative colitis. We both do, which is even makes it funnier that we're very close.
But it creates our real aspect.
Exactly. That's a whole nother episode, a health episode.
Let me touch on this real quick. Very passionate about it.
Oh my goodness.
On that, I know we randomly brought it up, but that's another important topic that we're going to cover is everyone's going through something personal.
Yeah.
And we want our guests and ourselves to be comfortable sharing stuff they're going through. Obviously, we're not going to force anybody to share anything, but no matter who you are, kind of like we said earlier, like, you're going to be going through something, whether you want to share it or not. Yeah. And that's okay. Life is hard.
That's okay.
We're humans, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to cover all that and just have fun with it.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. I mean, we're going to take this podcast seriously, but not, seriously at the same time, if that makes sense. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be informative and, just all around a good time. And if people want to become more vulnerable than others, that's fine. We're just kind of here to be a platform from others and for ourselves as well.
Sweet.
But yeah, very cool. I feel like we did a good job.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully you guys thought so too.
You guys have any questions?
No questions.
No questions. Wow, we must have done a great job.
Yeah, we covered everything we needed to.
Sweet. I think we maybe earned that Arby's.
Meat Mountain.
Meat Mountain. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Well, I think we summed up everything.
Yeah.
Who we are. My name is Mike.
My name's Rob. Appreciate you guys tuning in.
Thank you very much. And this is Generic, and we'll catch y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.